Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Grit, Guts, and Gab, where we discuss resilience, determination, perseverance. And what are we talking about today?
Today, we are going to talk about spring cleaning. So, here in Minnesota, this last week, it hit 55 one day, which is like a heat wave, right? So, I thought we could talk about spring cleaning today.
All right, you got a heat wave coming in my heart. Okay, that's not the kind of heat wave you had, but all right. Well, when it gets 55 degrees, does that mean you're taking everything out of the cabinets and scrubbing it all down? Like, what does that mean for you when it gets a little bit warmer there?
Well, I do try to do some cleaning, but like, I'm not that meticulous. I don't take everything out and scrub down every cabinet. And yeah, I'm not that great. How about you?
Well, it's always time to be that great. Why sell yourself short? No, I don't have that ministry right now. I'm on survival mode here. Like my kids are out for spring break, so it's like just stay alive, keep everyone else alive. Don't murder your children during spring break because they are hassling you 24/7 or they're fighting with each other, which they try to tell me, well, siblings fight. That's what happens. This is a normal part of it. But I'm not interested, really not interested. So I feel like I need to go away somewhere. I need my own personal spring break from the spring break.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
create that. Let's create that as a spring cleaning idea. Anybody has an idea of where moms can go to hide out from their children during spring break? Please let me know. DM me. I would love to know. Please.
We should really think about advertising that. I think a lot of moms would be like, I'll go like the
Mhm.
spring break for moms where we don't cook, we don't clean, we don't have to
Yes.
worry about sunscreen for kids or what they're wearing or what they're doing. And we just go and we sit by the pool and sit by the beach.
I love every second of that because when spring comes every year, it's like a new season, new you, clean this out. It's kind of like the New Year's at that little quarter mark. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's like it's a new time to begin, fresh new start. And I just survived February, and so I'm just trying to mosey my way through March. And I love your idea. I feel like it's $1 billion idea that you could have a little retreat, a little spring retreat, fancy it up, spoil women all day long. And, I feel like, isn't it Women's like Appreciation or something month? I feel like it's
I think
women's.
so.
And so I'm like, yeah, the timing of this would be perfect. Like, yes, to show our appreciation. You're welcome to the retreat where you get to spoil yourself for the entire month. Okay, maybe not the month, but 3 or 4 days, even a day, 24 hours. Give me a respite or something. Something that it would be
Yeah, 24
appreciated.
hours even would be amazing.
Yes, it would be very memorable, I think, for especially people who never get a break. You have 6, 7, 12 kids. Hopefully, you don't have 12 kids, but if you do, hopefully
I
you have
feel
some help.
like 3 is a lot sometimes, and they're older.
Yeah, and you think that I guess older is better, but then I feel like it has new things, as people try to tell me. You have new concerns versus when they're babies, you're like, oh, I don't want them getting into anything. I don't have anybody to watch them. I have to, but when they get older now, it's like they're driving. What are they going to do? Are they going to be trying to turn on the radio or have their friends in the car? Like, so then you have a whole new set of dynamics that I don't know if that's a rule there that like teens can't have other teens in the car because that was one in Maryland
I
unless
think
they're
that
your
is
sibling.
for like the first 6 months of your license, you can only have one other teen in the car unless it's a family member.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's until I think they're 18. So from like that 16 to
Oh,
18 mark, they can only have family members. So you don't have to worry about you joyriding with your friends and any of that stuff. But I don't know how true that is. Because all of a sudden people get pulled over. Yes, this is my sibling. We have different fathers and mothers and all of the things.
that would be hard because, like, in my town, teenagers, like, once you are 16 or 11th grade, like, they don't monitor you for lunch. And so people scatter for lunch. Like, it's pretty rare
You
that
can leave.
11th and 12th graders
That's,
actually eat in the lunchroom.
that's crazy. I don't know if people would come back to school. Do people come back to school?
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice. Oh, you must live in a little Mayberry town. You're like,
You
we're
live
all
in a
gonna
big
go.
town. Yeah,
That's really
they
nice.
park in the residential area around the school. Like, there's not even really a good parking lot.
Parking. Okay, all right. Okay. No, I would not have pegged that they would allow 11th and 12th graders to go out for lunch and then actually expect them to return after lunch. Like
Yeah.
the after lunch drop off would be like, we got about 3 kids in class today. It's kind of like going on those conferences. You're like, it starts strong in the morning, but by lunchtime, it's like,
Yes.
nap, pool, anything other than sitting here for the next 5 hours. But I don't know. I
Yes.
could be wrong.
So I'm going to bring it back to spring cleaning. Do you do
Okay.
a lot of cleaning? I sometimes do windows, like when it gets warmer out, but not too warm. I like to open the windows at least and feel
I
like
like
I'm
that. I
cleaning.
like the idea of opening a window. The idea of cleaning said window is feels like a whole nother situation. I feel like what I need is somebody to come pressure wash all of my windows, like from the outside. Now I don't know if you can pressure wash windows. Just
I
saying
don't
this if
think
anyone, because I'm like I feel like the whole window's gonna bust open like because I'm
unless
like
you stand pretty far back and like have it not be quite as powerful.
okay,
You
because I'm
can
like,
press
isn't
the
the whole
pressure
point
washer.
is it's so strong that it can clean the dirt off of the okay, well then never mind about my pressure washing of said windows. But I feel like that's the only way that my house is 20 something years old, so I don't know if anybody's ever sat and scrubbed down the windows, but maybe that'll be a nice fun task for my kids to do. Let's
With the
wrap up this
hose.
three.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
summer.
I thought you meant like just manually, like we're Windexing. Is that how we? Is that what you? Wouldn't that would be what you do inside? Like when you like spray?
Outside.
Ah,
Outside. Yeah. I
okay.
will use inside. I use the spray. I don't use Windex. I use like the window foam stuff. My kids love it.
Mm.
And so they're actually willing to like use it because it's kind of fun. It's foamy and I don't
So
know.
what happens? Does it foam up and then it just cleans it?
Well, yeah, you got to wipe it down.
You're like there are more steps. You can't just be like
Yeah. Yeah,
absolutely good,
spray it and be
good
done.
job, love it. Yes, you'll have
Yeah.
to let me know what that window foam is because maybe that could be the motivation to get people to clean some windows around here. But there's so many allergies here that I can't even open the windows. Like I would love to because like when it's cool outside, I don't have to turn on the air. But it's like the minute any window is cracked, somebody's cutting the grass from 3 miles away. It's like achoo, 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 achoo. And then we have it's a situation. So I don't get the joy of having the fresh air come in. I can go outside into it for about a few minutes, but I don't really get the joy because I like the idea of having windows open because you don't have the mosquitoes, but I have the air. But I don't really get that opportunity. But no, I wish I could say that I was a cleaner. I like cleaning more than I like cooking, but I don't know that I don't love any of it, really. I want to say, I wish I could say I did. I don't. I don't. I don't mind folding towels. That brings me a little bit of joy to have the towels all folded the same way and stacked neatly in the cabinet. But no, beyond that, I don't like dirt on the floor, so I like sweep and mop. But I can't. I'm not the
I'm
girl.
an angry cleaner. So, like, when I am stressed, angry, upset, my house is spotless because I feel like when I have a lot of stuff in my head, Like it
You
has
take
to
it out of
go
the house. You're like,
somewhere.
you're gonna get clean today.
I have to put that energy somewhere and I put it in cleaning. So like when my house is really clean, my husband's like, "Are you okay? Like are you sure you're okay?" Or we're having an argument. I am cleaning while we're arguing.
You're
It
like, you
helps.
just finished shining my shoes. Are you sure you're okay? These are work boots. They didn't have to be clean like this. You're like, yes, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I feel like when
I'm
I have a lot of stuff inside, and you feel kind of like heavy inside, I got to have it be light on the outside.
Now, are you an organizer or are you straight cleaning? Like, are
I do
you like,
both.
okay, I'm like, you're rearranging all of the spices in alphabetical order. You're like, here we go. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe,
I will
maybe
go
not that.
through something and clean it out. It doesn't happen all the time, right? Because like
You're
I've
like,
been
I'm not that angry. You're like, I try not
not
to
that
carry that anger.
angry, but
Like,
I have been angry, and so my
yeah,
house had like it'll get a good cleaning, and then all of a sudden my kids are like, "Whoa, it's clean." Uh huh.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did that.
You're lucky. You're welcome. I didn't take it out on you. I took it out on this house.
Because I feel like sometimes we live the way that we feel. And
Mhm.
I just don't like if I feel really heavy and gross, like come February, March, I usually feel kind of heavy and gross with the whole winter thing and the no sunlight. And so by March and April, I'm like, okay, I really don't want to live how I'm feeling inside. So then I will clean.
I think for me, it's the decluttering part, and I feel like in most houses, if you declutter something, it's amazing how people think it's clean because you don't have stuff everywhere. You could have a house that could have just been swept, mopped, dusted, but if you have stuff everywhere, it just feels dirtier and overwhelming to people when they walk in the space. So for me, if I'm dealing with something inside, I know I am because my house is a reflection usually of that, or at least a pocket of my house, my desk, my room, my dresser, or something. Would then it will be carrying all of the, as you said before, junk from inside, and it does feel lighter, I guess, when things are, it's like a new clarity has kind of opened
Yes,
up when things are more organized and just feels like, I guess you create that space for new opportunities, maybe for spring to actually be sprung when you are able to clean that out. At least for me, that's my thing. I feel like when things are organized, I feel so much better about it. And I think that's probably the starting place for me when it comes to cleaning is just decluttering. Just decluttering a space does
yes.
feel better because everything just feels neater and cleaner. But
I've had
yeah.
times where I couldn't do like a whole house clean. So then I pick one room. So I
Okay.
have like really cleaned my bathroom. I really, really like the smell of 409 and pine
Okay.
salt.
Okay. You're like, let's go, Mr. Clean. Let's
I am
get it.
like weird. Yeah, Mr. Clean is my guy.
Yes.
Like if I don't have a lot of time and everything is cluttered and everything feels cluttered inside, I will pick one room, like my bathroom, and clean it. And then I just sit in there for a minute and be like, okay, I got one little area of my life clean.
I've even gone so far to clean one drawer.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like, hey, you got that one junk drawer or something that everybody's throwing everything in. And or even like my silverware, it's like you try to organize it and it's like, okay, this is where these go. Tablespoons go here, teaspoons go here. Just throw everything together. And just especially those odd shaped things that you don't I don't use the little, what do you call it, little thing where you're whipping the eggs. Like I don't really whip things like that. So items like that, or like a juicer or something, like a little squeezer for lemons. I don't need a zester every day. So when those things, that drawer just turns into like we're gonna put
Catch
stuff
all.
everywhere. Yes, this is
Yes.
the overflow drawer of I don't know where you should live, so you get to go over here, egg slicer. Congratulations.
Hmm. How about our outdoors work, like spring cleaning outside, like yard work?
Well, I like cleaning my garage out, like sweeping out the garage, maybe getting rid of some, I don't know, I feel like tools. We got like 19,000 different nails. Like, do we really need 17,000 nails? And if so, just go buy another set of nails. But you never want to get rid of it because you never know when you're gonna need that one nail for something. I don't know what that situation is, but somehow we always seem to find ourselves in that this
Yeah.
is when I may need that. But yeah, just trying to organize the garage probably more so than the actual outside because I have a small little patio. I don't have a lot of space and I don't have like a garden or anything like that. So if I had all those things or had that green thumb, I'm more of a yeah, I let's cement the whole place, and then I don't have to worry about it. But that's not the kind of thing. I like greenery because I lived in Arizona for a little while when it was just like dirt. So then you like miss having a tree or flower or anything. It's like dirt, and you had 2 seasons, summer and spring. That was all I had.
I kind of would like that. We bought a house and they were retired. And so, like, they had tons of blooming flowers and they would bloom at different parts of the season, like early
Mm.
spring, late
Ah,
spring,
got little
early summer.
tulips here.
Like
I like it.
around our entire house, it was like manicured to the T. And I live on a very big yard. So,
Mm.
like, I don't have a small little property. I have like almost a
A
full
lot of
acre,
things to manage it. Gotcha. Okay.
a lot to manage. And there is a lot of weeds, and I really dislike weeds. I
Mm.
really dislike gardening. I kill everything, but unfortunately, weeds, they still live in my house.
That's funny. You're like, I am killing all of them, spraying everybody. And then the poor plants aren't growing, but the weeds are like, we're blossoming. Thank you. Thank you for more of that, please. I remember, I guess, learning that was it dandelions that they're weeds. Because, you used to always blow it for the wish. I'm going to make a wish. And now it's like, your whole yard is covered with these things. And I'm like, oh, I never knew that was bad. So, how
Yeah,
many yards did I mess up as a kid blowing these things in their yard? Congratulations.
all the kids in the neighborhood can come to our yard because we have a lot of them, I feel like. And I really
Okay.
dislike yard work. So I have to like do it in small chunks, like psych myself up, like Saturday morning, be like, okay, 3 songs. I can do 3 songs of gardening to
Okay.
get rid
Okay.
of the weeds. Like
Did you
I have
cut grass too?
small chunks. What?
Did you cut the grass too?
My husband does the grass.
Okay. Okay. So
But we
that's not part of the yard.
No, we have like these big long planters built into our yard with like
Mm,
flowers and weeds and like we have massive amount of gardening and landscaping
mm,
and I
gotcha.
dislike it all.
So do you have to water them like all the time?
I don't water anything.
You're like,
I
you're
don't
like,
do
please
it
die,
all.
please die on me. And they're like, no, we're still hanging tough. Hanging tough.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Hanging
I like
tough is like are the weeds in my house.
it.
And they just keep growing. And we have these like random raspberry vines. They grow raspberries, but they're
Okay.
like thorny and it's not like a cute bush. It's like a
Mm.
thorny weed raspberries. We have
Well,
them
how do you get to
everywhere. And
it? Do you eat the raspberries? Are they edible or is it like
I
these
tried
are
to kill them
poisonous
before.
raspberries?
No, they're edible,
Okay.
but I
But
try
you
to
gotta
kill them before they get there because like
oh gotcha.
they're
You're like,
thorny and
I'm
they're
gonna lose a finger trying to get a raspberry off of here. Like, yes.
Yeah. I I have to do it in very small chunks to psych myself up. Last fall as like the leaves were coming down, I was trying to do a little yard work and we had a hornet's nest. I got stung like 3 or 4 times. So
Mm,
that's how much I like yard work.
that you're willing to take one for the team and get stung 3 times. That's what you gotta turn that around. You're like, how do I turn this frown upside down? I took one for the team, people. I took the three. Did you get rid of the hornet's nest? Please tell me that is gone.
I don't know. Hopefully I mean when it's winter, everything you don't know what is
Like, do
living.
they hibernate or they're like we're gonna go inside? Or like, or,
They hibernate, so we'll have
uh,
to. I'll make sure
exactly.
that this spring.
Because I'm like, you may want to get rid of the whole nest instead of just letting it hang out there or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll
Y'all,
be doing that. But I have to do things in very small chunks because I really dislike doing it. And so, that black and white thinking that we've talked about and other, like, I'm not going to do it at all, or I'm going to spend all day doing it. I have to really force myself to be in the gray and do a little bit here and there.
to kick your 3 song rule. I'm like, I don't know if you have one of those songs that's like 16 minutes long. You're like, okay, I can get out here. This is an hour worth of songing, 48 minutes or something. I don't know. But I don't know how long your songs are. But if it's a traditional 3 or 4 minutes, you're like, all right, I'll give you the best 12 minutes of my life here, people. And then
Yeah.
I'm coming inside. And but then I guess that is manageable, I suppose, especially if you have to go out there every day. I don't know. It sounds like it is a bigger enough task that it could be an everyday thing, unless you train your girls how to do it. You're like, let me teach them how to do this. No.
That was their punishment. Like, if you
Uh,
don't do this or if this doesn't happen, you got weed duty. You got to pull weeds. And they would be
no,
crying and be like, no, not the weeds.
not the weeds. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially because me, I would be scratched all up. Like, unless I'm going out here with like a coat on or something, I don't know what I would be able to pick that with without my entire body turning into like somebody attacked me or something. Like, I just got attacked by a bear. Like, what's the bear? Oh, I just had to pick weeds out of the garden for my mom. I watered my friend's plants one time for her when she was away, and she had a lot of different like you just said, like the little built-in planter thingies and just regular flowers and in whatever pots and stuff like that. I got bit by mosquitoes 21 times. I've never in my life had that many mosquito bites at one time. They had grown so big, it looked like I had like a second like layer of arm growing on my arm because in my legs because it was so many bites so close together that they just started swelling and it was not good. So when I had to go back again because they were gone for like 2 weeks and they needed somebody to water it more than once, I'm like, all right, my boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband, I'm like, you may want to bring pants, long sleeves because I got bit up. He was like, no, I'm in flip flops and whatever shorts. I got this. Oh, he got bit. He only got bit like 5 or 6 times, but I tried to warn you that this is you're going into the forest. I don't know what is drawing the mosquitoes to these plants, but or maybe they just came because they heard I was coming to water them. But I got bit up so badly, so I don't know if that's a thing that you face when you're out there or just
Mhm.
the hornets.
Oh, no. Minnesota, our national bird is the mosquito, pretty
Yeah,
much. I mean,
you're
it's
fine.
really the loon, but
Okay.
mosquito is like the second bird of
The
Minnesota.
bird. You're not even a bird. You're like, they're a bird. They're gonna give them a bird now.
We have a lot of mosquitoes.
Gotcha. And I wouldn't peg that. I would feel like it would be cool enough that maybe they wouldn't want to hang out there. But you have those lakes. You're covered with lakes and
We have
water.
lots of water,
Yes.
lots of breeding.
Yes. Yes. Let's live here.
Yeah.
Yes. I can
So
see
we
that.
have a lot of mosquitoes. So yeah, I do wear mosquito spray when I go out.
Gotcha. Well, it doesn't do anything for me. I feel like they just the mosquito pay is like icing on a cake. They're like, yep, let me lick that off and get right to the real party. Yeah, I don't think it ever really does any good. But maybe this spring I'll try something new. I don't know if I'll try your foamy window cleaning thing, but I'll look into it and see. It may be fun. Maybe I may like it. Like, oh yeah, this is kind of neat. Especially if it actually, because spray you'll be there all day. Especially if you have a lot of windows. It's like it's a lot of spray that you could be consuming and still have to scrub and spray. But maybe I'll give it a try, give it a shot. At least the windows will be clean, even if I can't open them. So
Yeah, I might power wash. I've done it once before. It's actually very rewarding to power wash your deck or to do like cement because it gets grimy here in Minnesota, right? Because of the snow
mm,
and the dirt and everything. And so when
mm,
you power wash, while it hurts your arms eventually, it's like you see it dirty and then super clean. So it's like really kind of rewarding to see the cleanliness afterwards. Was that the doorbell of spring cleaning at your house?
It is.
I love it. You know, spring cleaning happens all over. And Tamika had to step away for a moment, and hopefully she will be right back.
Yes, I am back. I am back, everyone. And, hopefully tell us about your spring cleaning ideas or
Yeah.
plans. We would
How
love
do
to hear.
you make it fun? Because I feel like that's important. Because if it feels heavy and dark, like your insides, how do you make it fun?
Yeah. And once again, as always, thank you all for joining Grits, Guts, and Gab, where we're discussing resilience, determination, and perseverance, and spring cleaning, and apparently anything else that comes to mind.
Find us on YouTube and Spotify. Leave us a comment. I am looking at those when I upload our new podcasts. So thank you, everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your day.